Social media has received so much of the blame recently for the youth mental health crisis. But is that really the full picture, or are we missing something? Sure, youth mental health issues really spiked in the early 2010s, and that was when social media became a day-to-day part of our lives. But when Publica went and did a deep dive into the research, what we saw is that youth mental health has actually been declining for decades, and there were warning signs well before social media became a day-to-day part of our lives. For example, when we look at certain categories of self-harm hospitalisations amongst young women in Australia, what we see is they skyrocketed 90% between 1996 and 2006. And when we look over at the United States, we see that every generation since 1938 has reported worse mental health than the generation before them, even when researchers have accounted for increased mental health awareness. So what does all of this mean? It means that social media didn't start the crisis, but it certainly turned the heat up. Publica's research shows that it was like pouring gasoline onto a fire that was already burning. Something was going on well before social media came on the scene. Come with us in our next video as we look at what really started the fire and why social media hit so hard.